Welcome to Mirror Domains, and this is my full live watch along for Godzilla Minus One. Godzilla Minus One, full reaction, full movie reaction. You like movies? Guys, Godzilla Minus One was one of my favorite movies of last year, and it's now out on Netflix. So, it's been kind of a slow news day in the realm of movie news, so I thought that we would just go on and watch this movie because, as I said, it's one of my favorite movies of last year. So I've seen it already, but it'll be nice to revisit it. And I'm going to be watching it in its original Japanese language with subtitles. And I made a green smoothie, which now I realize that in hindsight, it's probably a little bit crass. But whatever, we'll get through it. Godzilla Minus One. So if you don't know how this works, guys, obviously, I can't show you the entire movie here. Someday, maybe we will be able to do that. But for now, you have to have your own copy. Put your window up over mine, and we'll sync together. I'm hitting the play button now. And we are underway for Godzilla Minus One. So, don't worry. You'll be able to read the subtitles and stuff and follow along with your copy there on Netflix. Cheers, everyone. It's kale, banana, cucumber, and pineapple. And visual effects. This one for best visual effects. See a bomb there attached. I like this movie, man. I dig it. Bomber? 1945. Odo Island Airfield. Final days of World War II.
発動機異常なしです。Weird. So he's like, yeah, what have you been doing? What have you been doing, boy? So those are the engineers that work on the ships and stuff. いいんじゃないですか。あんたみたいなのがいたって。
Do you? So he's kind of figured, yeah. Oh, because he's a kamikaze, right? Die honorably. Except they don't know that he's kind of skirted his responsibilities, right? There's no comet is. Just the water sounds. Nature. Is that fish? Or what is that? Doesn't look like fish. Dead fish, maybe. Yeah, sound design. Wow. So he's smaller here, right? You notice it? He's not as big yet.
ゴジラってやつじゃ。なんだそれ。島のやつがそう言ってたんだ。
Yeah, he's a little bit bulkier too in this part of the neck, right? He's still big.
あそこに行って20ミリを撃てますか。
20
あれを撃
millimeters.
てるの。
Yeah, come on. See, this is where, for me, you'd like to think that you wouldn't have fear, that you would just do it. Like that's what the training, your military training is supposed to supply you, right? Just to, don't think about it, just go do it. But this guy, you're worried about it. So I think because he's smaller, they're just trying to establish that because of the bomb, he grows over time, right? Yeah, open fire, man. What are you doing? You're not going to get a better shot than that. And you give up your position. It is hurting him, but making him more angry than anything. Oof. I forgot about that. This is why you should go back and revisit movies, man. This is letting us know, as an audience, Godzilla means business. Yeah. My version of -1 is in English. Okay, you're watching it in English? That's such a great shot. Like, yeah, this deserved to win for best visual effects. Chills, man. Chills. So that's the opening scene. And that's a great opening scene for a movie. It establishes the peril of what Godzilla can do. My banner's still a little out of sync here. Oops, my bad. Wrong button. Timestamp. So that was the opening scene. 8 minutes, just past 9 minutes. 9 minutes and 30 seconds we're coming up to. So now he's learning that he was a coward. Right? Not that the 20 millimeters would have done anything to him. Like you don't notice it though, right? Like, see that shot of the boat there? That was the visual effects. Minimal soundtrack here too, right? December 1945, Tokyo. No. So he's
だと自
dishonored.
分人が抜けなせいでこのありさまだよ
Well, you don't know that, but yeah, it's great shame, great dishonor.
ださこの辺りをぐるっと火に囲まれ
My dearest son, Koichi? Baby. Where are we at? 14 minutes? Yeah, my picture's a little off the line. I've been fiddling around with my zoom and stuff, trying to get it so that perhaps we could work with an actual bar down here that will show you where I'm at within the movie. It doesn't look like it's going to be possible though, because I'd have to hover my mouse over the bar to show with the time codes and stuff. Noriko, it hurts to see her again. Yeah.
お腹空いたよね。
Yeah.
あんなところに置いていけるわけない。
Hmm.
もう死んでしまいますよ。
知りませんよ。
Just some broth? Melted fat, maybe? Where's your husband?
じゃあその子は
どうでもいいでしょ。
Of course it matters. You didn't steal it. It's during the air raids. Her mother was dying. Okay.
じゃあそのことは
You're not related to
縁
her?
もゆか
Yeah. Although, who are you going to report it to, right? Who are you going to take it to? You're in the time of war. You think there's going to be like child services available to come and take it? Akiko.
の名前です。
のりこ。
Noriko. Oof.
親兄弟は
Yep. Well, as were a lot of people killed in the air raids. So we're all in the same boat together here. But he's carrying around the burdens. See, I don't trust that translation. It said, "Are you kidding me?" But he's like, "Kimi." All of that was translated to, "Are you kidding me?"
あれって
動けんじゃないよ。あんたが拾ってきた親子だよ。
Hmm. No.
偽善しゃぶってさ。
She slept outside last night.
あ、いやあれは
it's better than just leaving it there. And I shouldn't say it. Leaving her there. What's this?
食べたって生きていけんだからさ。
Adults can survive on anything. Really? Use it to make gruel for the baby. March 1946, so a year's now passed. Not really. We still live in a shack.
他ならぬ福音賞のお墨付きなんですよ。金がいいのもちゃんと訳があるんです。
Hmm. Oh yeah, the boat. I forgot about
バ
that.
カみたいにいいのは、まあ、命の保証はないってことですかね。
それは分かってるけど。
Okay, so this is establishing that they need each other to survive. But they need money. And she cares about him. It's been a year now,
大
right?
丈夫。
Boats that are made to evade magnetics. This is specially made? Wooden boat. Yeah. That got me. When they said that in the theater, I was like, wait a minute. So what kind of boat would they make to avoid magnet traps?
なんだよ。こいつ使い物なんのか。
あんた元航空兵かよ。
This is the crew I like. Hence the wood. Yep.
いました。こちらは秋津亭長と水島君。
こいつは
I'm not very fond of that nickname. Well, I'm too old to be a kid. Yeah. Then we hit it. So you detonate them. Not so good, is it? He was trained. He just backed out on his duties. I never saw any real action. Don't joke around about it. Yeah. Good scene. Good pacing, right? It moves fast, and we're moving through the story. We're like coming up 25 minutes. Oh. He's dreaming, right? Yeah. Yeah. Christian Gonzalez. I've seen it on Netflix, and I've seen this twice in the theaters and Netflix. Cool, man. This is only my second time through it, but I'm just looking at it again, and I'm like, wow, this is like I was just talking about the pacing of this. Like we only saw Godzilla in the first 5 minutes, right? And then people would normally be like, just get back to the monsters, just get back to the monster. Well, what's going on here with these characters?
何言ってんの？大
Keeps
丈
you
夫？
engaged.
ここは日本だよな。
So he's losing it. He's having an episode. Hold it together, man. Acting. July 1946. So I think that's meant to show that now he was smaller, he's growing again, right? This movie is very well done. It is indeed. Got a nice guitar piece. Wish I could play it for you guys, but that's the number one way to get a slap on the wrists. I appreciate a good guitar piece. So Akiko is growing up. Aw. Adorable. I missed it. I missed it. I wanted to see that black and white shot. "29 minutes, guys."
まあとはいっても血はつながってなくて、空襲の最中に託され。
It's not exactly a lovely story. Uh, she doesn't know. That is an awful thing to say.
なんだからこの際覚悟を決めろ、覚悟。
幸せにして。
So he's very sensitive about it. She overheard everything. I think it's because he's March 1947, so another year has passed. I think it's because he's worried that he'll be exposed for being a runaway, deserter of his duties, right? Close. How do I look?
私銀座でジムの仕事始めたの。
Doesn't provide enough.
嫁さんももらいはしないし。
And you'll never find a wife if I'm around. Sumiko.
るんです。私も3人育てたことがあるんだからって。
I think Japanese language is a little bit in the way that it's spoken. The names will come first and then the actions after. I think. Because you heard Akiko and then she said a whole bunch of stuff. Where we'll say, "Can you go do that, James?" It'll be like, "James, can you go do that?" I don't know. No, there he is.
Reconnaissance picked up high radioactive.
Enemy creature skin. So he didn't bite it. They just rammed into it. May 1947. I think it was like that shot was in the trailer, right? Some kind of whale? No. Yeah, nothing of that size. I need to watch like a behind the scenes of this movie to learn how they did the visual effects. Godzilla.
あれ見てください。
Deep sea fish. It's like a
鳥のよう
dinosaur.
な姿をした怪物でした。地元の人間は。いました。ゴジラ。
You can believe it or not, it doesn't change the fact. Yeah. Wait a minute. I thought the Americans took out that garrison.
ませんでした。当時は不具合が起きた特攻機の不時着場。
for kamikaze planes. Does that mean you were a kamikaze pilot? Yes. He's even bigger now, yeah. So he said years to grow. See, they're building all of this tension with just dialogue and acting.
かなわない相手にこんなチンケな船で何ができるって言うんですか。
足止めをしろとさ。
Think a bigger boat's going to do anything.
こういうさじは自分のところで処理せよってね。
しかも肝心の武器は現地調達を旨とす
I miss the smell of the ocean. The salt air.
"私も戦争の頃のことを思うと眠れなくなる時があります。
Mm. You can only have a pair of these.
どうしました？
You hear the rumble? More fish. So I think that's supposed to symbolize because he's radioactive, right? He's approaching them, and as he's coming up from the deep sea, his radioactivity is killing the fish, right?
But
they said there was going to be a sequel to this, but I don't know if they should make one. And while this one's so fantastic, it's because, wow. Once we get into him fighting other kaiju, that's when it starts to get a little bit more like Godzilla X Kong, right? I'll just see what they come up with. Hey, Doc. Oh, wow. Colorado. Awesome shot, man. It's turning. Like, that's such a majestic shot. Just drop the mine. So they drop the mine into the water. A bit like trolling. No. Oh, he's shaking. He's losing it. Come on. And it's just ominous music, right? It's our last one. Got to make it count. Noms. It's not working. Like, that looks so awesome. You're just hoping you get penetration. Oh. Got him. Ah, but look at that. It's regenerating. That's so cool. Yeah, I dig that. He's like, who are you fooling? Wow. Hit it with everything you got, guys. Oh God, that puts a big smile on my face. The way that the water, it's just like the shot. It's just, like, that is so awesome, man. It is hurting him, but the boat has been crippled. No. We know what that is. Atomic breath. I forgot about that. I thought the first time we saw it was in the town. He's hurting though. Look at him. So the Takao heard it enough to say, okay, we don't want any more. He doesn't want any more. Chris Shelburne in live chat says, hey, James. Hey, man, we're just in Godzilla Minus One. We are at the 44-minute mark, coming up to 45 minutes. Hospital. Go. Oh.
そんなこと言っている場合じゃないでしょ。今のうちに避難させないと大変なこと。
そうされ
All like this trio or all four of these actors are fantastic. Like the character they're able to just put into their face like the bewilderment, but yet horror as well.
あなたに助けてもらって今日まで一緒に生きてきて、
Hmm.
あなたが何かを背負っているなら
She cares about you, dude. Let her in. He's struggling with it.
機体が故障したふりをして。
He backed out. Because it was supposed to be like a very honorable thing to be chosen to be a pilot, kamikaze pilot, right? Yeah. Again, you don't know that. I'm sure it feels like that. But if you hit it with the 20 millimeter, it still might have just turned and killed you too. Yeah. No, I haven't seen that movie, Chris. Hmm.
私の両親は火に焼かれながら生きろと言いました。
Look at the hurt in her eyes. It's two different types of pains, right? He's like shell shocked, kind of disgraced, but she's like she's also hurt.
出てくるんです。早くこっちに来いって。なんで。口当てて。のりこさんやあき。
Hmm. She does such a great job. Good scene. Like, wow. We'll take a look at the IMDb and look at who is the actress that played Noriko. See if she's in anything else. Daikon.
はい、はい、お願いします。
I like Daikon. Radish. Looking over at his parents. So he's just trying to say, come to the realization he's happy with her and Akako. Kind of funny. Live my life. Oh, there he is. Underneath. Sir, we got kaiju sighting. Hard to port. You mean starboard, sir? Aye, starboard. So they got a ring of mines ready to go off. It's kind of like a defense grid. Because right now they don't know how much their countermeasures are going to be effective, right? Like those those bombs would have been effective for like a whale or something.
臨時ニュースを申し上げます。東京湾から上陸した巨大生物が。
That's not what he wanted to hear. Yeah, we'll be watching The Acolyte tonight, 9 p.m. There he is. Naruto. That's something you don't expect to see on at a day at your work, right? Like this, the cinematography of this is breathtaking. And the first time we hear the music, mm, and you're just like, please don't go for the train, dude. Destroy the city, but not the train. Oh. And because she's on it, you're like, please. Not her. Oh, you're over water drop. It's gonna hurt. I don't know. It's just, these reporters are pretty brazen too, huh?
今まさに一撃が破壊されております。
Beloved icon of the people. Raised before our eyes. Wow. I like the narration of it though, right? No, come on, girl, get out of there. I like that shot of the tracking shot of it. That's what Gareth Edwards was able to do with his movie, is that show us the weight of it, show us the scope. Yeah, Chris, I think you'll like this movie a lot. You'll have to ask Pfeiffer if the English dubbing is good or not. I haven't watched the English dubbing. Oracle. Yeah, where's the artillery, guys? And tanks are rolling in. Yeah, see, no, I remembered it. I hate dubbing, but -1 ain't that bad. Okay, thanks, Pfeiffer. I thought this was the first time we saw the atomic breath. But I guess it wasn't, because we saw it destroy the boat, right? And I like how his spikes charge up. Not again. Wow. That shot is amazing. No. Noriko. My heart just sank.
Nori.
Wow. One thing they don't mention too much is it's like the amount of radiation that would be coming off of him, right? And from his breath. Okay, so that was at 1 hour and 1 minute. I want to go back to that when we're done, and I want to hear the English version of the screaming to see if it carries the same weight when we're done, comparison wise. Because the actor did such a great job of doing that scream. Okay, so they do have the radiation detectors.
時はお互い様さね。あきちゃん。
Hmm. What am I going to see, Mom? He's just in shock.
実は秘密裏にゴジラを駆除する。
Because we're at the 1 hour mark. We're like at the midpoint crisis now, right? Story wise. And it does feel like a crisis. So now we got to get an action plan together to deal with the situation. And that'll drive us towards the third act.
Moto Yukikaze, 駆逐艦長の堀田です。
No kidding. That's an understatement, right?
GHQ 主導による軍事行動は大陸
あんなもん倒せっこありません。だいたい武装解除された船で。
Noda. Oop.
まず前提としてあの怪物、大戸島の伝承に即し、
Yeah, you saw him heal.
What どうなるでしょう。
どうなるでしょってんなもん泡が出ようが浮いた
Hmm. Forcibly sink the creature. But what's going to be able to stop it from swimming back up? I'm thinking of picking up a coffee at Walmart. Godzilla X Empire. Oh, that's a cool buy, Chris. Are you getting the steel book or just the DVD? Bubble membrane. The grand idea. In theory, it should work. In theory, you kill it with the power of the ocean.
計算によると約2
So they're hoping that pressure will. Can you guarantee that this will kill Godzilla? Can't guarantee it.
最適解。
殺せるんですか殺せないんですか。
Who could guarantee it? But what else are you going to do? Bury it? You've hit it with so much artillery already. So, 2 boats. Wrap it around.
フロンガスのボンベが多数装着してあります。
There's a contingency. Okay. It's a well-conceived plan. Okay. This is the contingency. CO2. The decompression. Like, I mean, what else do you have? I said.
「家族がいます。俺だけじゃない。ここにいるやつの大半が」
I like how there's opposition to the plan, right? Like there's dissent. There's like, we're putting our lives on the line here, but we're doing it to protect ourselves.
方は帰ってもらって構わない。それを止める権利は
Well, what would you guys do? Would you go with the plan? Would you help out, or would you just go back to your families? See, and if I went back to my family, I would still, I'd be picking my family up and we would be migrating somewhere else.
じゃあ戦時中よりずいぶんマシだ。
Those odds are better than the war. I think the dissent just helps make it a little bit more believable, right? Steelbook. Good choice. Underwater speakers to play the recordings Godzilla made during his last attack. Kind of like a beacon. Thinking it's another territorial. So is this a precursor to what they will do in the second one? Saying that there could be another kaiju there to draw him in? Your
そんなこ
planet's
と
a
言う
lot
な
of
ら
holes.
代案出してくださいよ代案
Oh, son. If I ask you for a fighter, could you give me one? If it decides to come ashore. It shoots that heat ray at you.
どうでもいい。そもそも戦闘機は船よりははるかに身軽に動けます。
I think you're. You just want to avenge. You're damn right I do.
ですね。
今さらよ。
So he's being tough on him here because he's wanting to make sure that he's got the conviction, right? He's talking the talk. But we've seen you back out before. Where are we at? 117, guys. Just over the 118 minute. 118. I like burgers too, man. Resolute music playing.
.最大速度は400ノット以上。
30mm guns. It's got the propeller in the back, right? Mm.
機体を補修できるほどの人材が必要です
Mm. And now we're coming around full circle again to the mechanic from the beginning. Tachibana.
なあ、そうですか。人探しの依頼が毎日ぎょうさん入ってくるんですわ。
では、立花が大戸島の前に。
You know where he was posted? Could you at least tell me that? Yeah. You gotta investigate, poke around, talk to people. So they wanted to bring in their own mechanics, but he's saying, please just give him. Because, you know, Tachibana will want to have his revenge too, right?
Tachibana-san です。
Yeah. He's got serious beefs. I'm the one that let those people die.
どういうつもりだ。
すまない。
So he was trying to press his button saying, it's all your fault. Come get me, right?
回収が必要なんです。あいつを倒すためです。
Hmm.
俺が手を貸すわけないやろ。
Hmm.
内側からの攻撃に弱い。わかりますか？
I think I can hit it from inside. You mean kamikaze? Put explosives in the ring. And you trust him to do it?
その終わっていませんよね。
Not for me or you. Yeah. That was a good scene too, right, guys? Because you could feel the tension between them, and the actors played it so well. No, he's here.
これが
And I like, as I said, I really appreciate how it's coming back around full circle, bringing back in characters that we didn't think that we would see again. That's the heart. That's like the backbone of it all, right? Of some kind of redemption. Because the characters have arcs.
立案者様がこんな顔してちゃ士気に関わるぞ。You're naive. They're naive, and yet their faces, they're bright and beaming.
脳があったと報告がありました。その後
Right to Tokyo.
それを迎え撃つため
1100 hours tomorrow. We should be there. The final 3 hours will be critical. How should we prepare them?
思えば
That you might not be coming back.
この国は
Planes without ejection seats, yeah.
民間主導の本作戦では
Good speech. You're not going, kid. Because of your arm.
敷島だって行くんでしょ。俺が戦争経験ないからですか。
Yeah, it
俺たち
sucks
ずっと一緒だった
that
じ
you
ゃないです
get
か。
left behind. We're leaving this country with you.
ブラザー。
じゃあね。
おばあちゃんち楽しかったか。
楽しかった。
そう。
So small. And this smile. Adorable. Notice that we've been like an hour and 32 minutes into this, and we've seen Godzilla 3 times. He hasn't been on screen that much. Well, I'm not complaining. And it's weird that in the American version, like versions, when you're like the human characters, you're like, you don't care about them. It's because I think we are missing like the human factor here. Like between Tachibana and him, like their beefs, we don't have stories like that immersed with the human characters in the North American versions. They tried a little bit with Godzilla X Kong with the mother and daughter. A bomb.
主燃料タンク分400キロを撤去し、代わりに機種
Now we got a chance to make things right. It's not shaking anymore.
笑えますね。分かってます。あいつの未来を守ってやりたい。
いや大事なことを言うぞ。見ろ。
Safety for the bombs. And one more thing. Money. Look after Akako. Use this money for her. It's his last will and testament. Water plopping. So 136, ready to go into the final act here, guys. Now remember, traditionally in going into the third act, there's usually one more crisis event that stops something, that just ramps up the tension, right? So we'll be looking for that cue. And that is an amazing shot. Part of that's matte and part of that's augmented with like computer enhancements. Oh. Yeah, that's not a good sign. The underwater decoy team has been dispatched. There are the bombs. So, no recall. Yeah. I got nothing wrong with Christian Slater. We should watch Broken Arrow together, maybe, if I can find a copy. I'm signing up for Crave, which will give me some HBO access this weekend so we can watch House of the Dragon. Maybe it's on there. I'll take a look later on. Good sound design too, right? What now, Doc? No. Shaky. Yeah. He's not going to answer that. What do you think he's thinking?
Hi.
She's a little bewildered too, right? Couldn't believe that he did it. Was that telegram? Not the dog. You don't want him to shoot. Antagonize him. Yeah. That was a close one. At least he's getting back in the water. Battle stations. My palms are a little bit sweating again already. I can't believe it. I was just like, wow. It's such a great shot. So they got to deploy themselves out in a big circle to encase them, right? .143. Oh, he's getting ready to shoot. Oh, the waves. Did you anticipate that one? So that's the heat ray, yeah. No, stay the course.
いつまた熱戦がお伝えした通り、一度熱戦を離すと再生には時間
It has to recharge. There's the music, guys. Like, they manufactured those rather quickly, I would say, right? Do you see him trying to chomp at it? Music adds so much. $145, $146. Wow. Brace for impact. So a slight miscalculation. But they don't get any closer than that. Is heat rays charging again already so soon? So it's, wow. So it worked. It's sinking him. So how much line did they give him? 114 target depth. Yeah, you don't want to go too deep to let the we saw the canisters implode. Now it's coming up. It is affecting him.
震度803で停止しています。
Okay, so he's thinking that they can pull him up if he doesn't want to come up because they've the buoys came off of him, right? Yeah, you're not going to get enough to pull him up. Yeah, the torque on the tower. Okay, so all the boats are calling in. That would take a lot of time to rig it all up, though. So the tugboats are pulling the boat. I don't know. It would. You'd still get the impression that maybe they would pull the boat apart. And that's a great shot. Like, he's hurt though, eh? And they know it. I like how it went silent. Kind of like game, set, match, kind of, right? Hmm. Hmm.
そうか。
So you touch upon added an ejection seat, right? They didn't need us to show us this part. We kind of gathered that, right? Uh, they're giving them respect. So it's an hour and 56 minutes. It's Godzilla Minus One, everyone. No, I like to watch movies, Chris. He does a good job with in this movie too, huh? Like this is a hard scene to do. You guys like this ending? Adding her in there at last minute that she somehow survived. What is that mark on her neck? There was a mark on her neck. Oh. No, he's regenerating. That's it. It does feel a little bit like it was like a tacked on Hollywood happy ending. Like it could have just ended with them coming to the docks and him grabbing Akiko and hugging her. It's cool that they resurrected her. Okay, so I wanted to go back to the 1 hour mark, and I wanted to listen to the scream after Noriko supposedly dies. And I want to listen to it in the English dubbed version. Yeah. Because I want to see if the English guy does his good job. Well, yeah, I think that's one of my favorite parts. Let's see if he does a good job. Yeah. I think he did okay. Go back to the original here just a second. The Japanese version has a little bit more visceralness to it, but good movie, man. Good movie. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so I wanted to go over to the IMDb and check out who was Noriko. Minami Amambe. Okay. Born in 2000, so she was only 23, 22 when she filmed this? Wow. She's done 49 projects. Wow. Silent Love. Well, probably, well, a bunch of Japanese stuff that I probably wouldn't be able to understand. Good actress, though. And then Sakishima was Rona Ryunosuke. Sorry if I'm butchering that name. You did a good job, too. Summer Wars, Your Name. Yeah. It was a movie that everybody liked, man. 98% by critics, 98 by the fans. Like ratings like that are rare when both are that high. And as I said, it won the Academy Award for visual effects. So I'm glad that I watched that again. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for everybody who joined me today. This was a lot of fun, and this is what we do here on the channel. If you don't know, if you like this kind of stuff, come join us for more reactions. We talked about the Superman suit. We do trailer reactions for things like Alien Romulus. And of course, later on tonight at 9 p.m., we'll be watching the newest episode of Star Wars The Acolyte, Episode 3. Movie reviews for the watchers and full movie. Hey, if you like that full movie reaction, come join us and watch that shark movie with us, Under Paris. That was a lot of fun. And if you can tolerate Jennifer Lopez, which I can, I also really liked Atlas, movie reviews for Furiosa, and full series reactions for things like Fallout, on top of The Acolyte as well. And we do movie news throughout the week where we talk about all the trending movie news headlines. And of course, this Sunday we'll be starting back up with House of the Dragon Season 2. Really looking forward to that. It's a great time to be here on the channel Mirror Domains. Thank you for everybody joining me. Chris Schober, Byford the Hobbit. Who else was the guy in the beginning? There was somebody in the beginning that came in and joined us. Oh, I can't scroll that far back. Okay. But for everybody else who's just found us, thumbs up, and I'll see you next time right here on. Oh wait, no wait. Yes. No. We'll just go on. I was going to look at the Twitter feeds to see if anything else was out there. But if I missed anything, we'll do some movie news later on if it's a small short or whatever. See you next time at 9 p.m. for Acolyte on Mirror Domains.